Well, hello my friends, thank you for joining me and tuning in again today, much appreciated. Hope you've been enjoying the vlogs I've been doing. So today I've come out to the moors in Denby, and this place I've passed hundreds of times on the way to Snowdonia when I've come this way rather than the A55, and I thought it's about time I stopped, so here I am. Today I've come up to the old hunting lodge in Denby by the Sportsman's Arms. Now let's just go and have a look. I'll take you around in a minute, but this was it's just a complete utter ruin now. And if you're interested, if you have a look for Will Millard Hidden Wales, he was actually here, strangely enough, a few weeks ago. Great programme, I think it's BBC iPlayer. Check it out, it might still be on hopefully for you. But it's a lovely place. I've taken a few photos, I'll put them up for you anyway to have a look. Today I'm just on a ride round. I'm going to go to the Alwyn Reservoir I should say. A few places like this. It's very, very blustery as you can see, so I had hoped to put the drone up here, but we are on the moors high up. I'm jinxed, I know. Anyway, we'll get moving, so we'll see you in a minute, okay? Okay, so we've left the Alwyn Reservoir now on the Sportsman's Lodge, and I've just come down a little bit further from the Alwyn Reservoir now into a forest. There's a little bit of a waterfall down here. I haven't found it yet, but I know roughly the area it's in, so just come for a little nose to have a look. Been too windy for the drone again. But yeah, the Sportsman's Arms, going back to that was built around about circa 1890. It was a huntsman's lodge, supposed to be haunted. Whether it is or not, who knows, but we always used to call it the haunted house as kids. Well, that's what my dad told me when we were driving past on the drive out. Nothing but a pile of rubble now really, isn't it? But it was interesting, good bit of history, so that's one thing. The Alwyn Reservoir, very, very harsh light today, as you've probably seen, so not very good at all for photography. I've been there several times. I've actually done a bit of astro. I'll have a look, see if I can dig some of the old photos out just so you can see. So I didn't bother walking around, to be honest. I thought I'll come here, spend more time here looking for this waterfall, because if we find it, it could be good. Don't know, depends how much water's in it. Now then, at the Alwyn Reservoir, there's a little jetty halfway round. I've taken a few pictures from there. I will try and dig them out, because one of them is what I call a Marmite shot. You'll either love it or hate it. I'm not one for ICM, intentional camera movement, but this was like a sort of a halfway out, because the jetty is not actually stuck in the water, it sort of floats. So I did a long exposure. I thought, let's just try see what happens. And it's one of them shots. You got all the landscape around it nice and pin sharp like it should be, but the jetty is just like one of these sci-fi movies, or it's as if it's had a bit of an earthquake, because it's rumbling, it's not sharp. Anyway, have a look, see what you think, and I'll put the other shots up from there as well. Okay, I'll see what there is to see, and I'll come back to you later and maybe put a topic in from my point of view today. Okay, see you soon. Okay, so I've tried to come out, and what you've got, every route I've taken so far, trees are down blocking it. The storms have come, so I'm not going to be able to get down to the waterfalls, unfortunately. Swings and roundabouts, and there we go. Not having much luck, am I? What I might do is come out again sometime and do a video or a short vlog, but with a drone only, covering the places I've been to in the winter, and just put the drone footage in for you and do a voiceover or something, just so you can see and have a different perspective. Still, wow, there we go. Right, so points of view today. What I'm going to do is just get my bag out to show you something. Now, as you know, I post my stuff once every fortnight on YouTube. Hello, there, got you back. Okay, what I'm saying, I post my stuff once a fortnight on YouTube, and my style of vlogging is you're coming with me to see what I'm doing, okay, and all the different styles. I'll talk about that another time. But today I just wanted to talk to you. It's things that I pick up on social media, whether that's Instagram, Facebook, comments people make on different things, not just my stuff, I mean anywhere. So it's a general point of view. So again, I'll never name names, and not, if you think I'm talking about you, that's your problem basically, and I apologise, but it's a general point of view and it happens more than once. Now, some things that I don't understand really, because basically if you're going to spend thousands of pounds on a camera like such as this, and then the same again, or half at least, on a lens to put together, there's two things that I don't understand. I mean, one is, and I shall show you hopefully now, is basically when people just leave it on a point to shoot. That's the point. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the holy grail is shooting in manual, because the camera is built in with aperture priority, shutter speed, and a whole host of presets, which I mentioned in the last time about the phone, remember. I always shoot manual for 95% of the time because it's landscape. I do shoot, if I'm doing the sport or I'm doing nature, it'll be shutter speed. That's the priority straight away, because it's the motion. But anyway, that's the first thing. I don't understand that. But the second one, and this is a more important one for me, and we've had a discussion with this with my fellow photographers, because they're the same, and it was one of them who mentioned it actually. It's not my thought, but I thought, you're absolutely right. Again, you spent thousands of pounds on the combination of that, and then you go to edit them. What is the point of spending that much money and then creating and manufacturing something? It's a waste of time. You know what, you may as well save your thousands of pounds and just shoot on your phone if you're going to edit them like that. Okay, you're either, for me, and this will be another point of view at another time, you're either a photographer or a manufacturer. Okay, if you spend money on a camera, be a photographer. You know, now before anybody says, well, every image taken with any click on any device is actually going to be created, I'm giving you more credit than that you understand what I'm saying, because there's a borderline between, you can have the best camera in the world, not saying that's the best camera in the world, it's a good one, you can have the best camera in the world, whatever that is, it's still not seeing what your eye is seeing, even if they're failing eyes. So, you shoot your uncompressed RAW, you get it into the darkroom, or the modern day is the PC obviously, you sort it out, and it's the final image that you're going to present. That's the one that I'm saying, you're either photographer. Is it realistic? Is it truthful? Basically, you've done a few tweaks, of course, balanced it out, yes. Or have you gone way above and beyond, and you know what I'm talking about, and you've colorized it into these sometimes nauseating colors? I'm just thinking, what a waste of time and money if, and it's an if, you've spent and you've done it on a camera. I don't get it. I mean, each to their own, and I'm not knocking. I know you might think I am. It's just an observation. and I'm thinking, yeah, you know what, you're right when you said that. It just seems silly, doesn't it? Anyway, that's the point of view for today, and that's it. Okay, so I'll leave it there and I'll pick you up back at the car after. Okay, let's get going. Okay, no, I wasn't telling a lie. I just thought I'll just try this little path down here, which was a bit steep, but here I am, and look what's behind me. Absolutely stunning, isn't it? So I'm going to set up, try and take a few pictures. The only thing is, I prefer to be on the other side because it's more looking up. Whether I can get there, I don't know. I'm not going to be putting myself at risk, don't worry about that, I'll never do that. But that's beautiful. Okay, so I'm just going to show you a bit more of that now. Okay, so I've just found this little ledge for the side view, and this is the image I've just managed to take. If you can see, I'm just going to move it away now. I can read out the info for you anyway, while you just enjoy that. That was taken at a 1/6 of a second, ISO 100 f10. Okay, I just like the composition. You can see all the steps going up. It's a beautiful rock formation. Okay, there's the image. That's the uncompressed raw one. It's got to be edited. I'll just turn that off now. Back onto. And if you're wondering what all the red thing is, I have said before now on a previous vlog, that's because I do everything manual, even the focus. And I've got the peaking on and I've chosen red. You can have a different colour. That just shows you everything that is in focus. Okay, so really, you know, that's another talking point on another video about people image focus stacking or image stacking. One shot will do it, you know. There we go. Right, so I'll just turn that off. Save the battery. It's very good, by the way, on that. It's a Sony Alpha A7R Mark IV. Fantastic battery life. Absolutely beautiful there, though, isn't it? I'm going to try to actually get over on the other side there. I'm going to have to probably go all the way back up and around just to get down there for you. But at least it'll have a more of a square-on shot. Anyway, if I manage it, I'll pick you up after and let you know where we are if we manage it. Okay, so I've managed to get down to this other side. You can see I've already taken a shot there. I think it's a 1/6 of a second again, ISO 100 f9. I've done two. That's the actual landscape one. The next one was in the portrait style. But by doing that, you can see here I've missed out, which you get now in the other sense. I've taken two there. But it's a beautiful, beautiful structure. Look at that, step after step after step, really. So glad I found it. The only thing I would say is I wouldn't try it because it's very, very tricky to get to. It's very steep, and you had to use your, or I had to use my tripod as a walking aid and to feel where I was putting my feet, so I didn't twist an ankle in any holes that were hidden in that bracken. So yeah, it's let's just turn that off now. It is a beautiful place. I hope you've enjoyed the outing with me today. It's not quite how I wanted it. I would have loved to put the drone up again, but there we go. So I'll flip you around anyway so you can see me. There we are. Oh, right, so yes. I just want to say thanks very much again for everybody for tuning in and watching, particularly those who've stayed with me. Really do appreciate it. If you like what you're seeing and you want to follow me, that's great. I'm not going to plead like most people do, you know, like, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. You know, if you're good enough, people will follow you. And as I say, this is just an outing with me, seeing what I'm doing, my own points of view put in, and one or two camera, not tricks, but camera exposures and why I do it, or what settings, you know, one or two little tips I'll put in every now and again. Not many. It's just an outing to see. So that's my style of vlogging anyway. So as I say, once again, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you do like it and you do want to subscribe, yeah, that's great, but I'm not pleading with anybody. And if you want to hit the notification bell, that will let you know rather, get my words out, when my next vlog is. Like I say, it's usually one every other week. So okay, once again, thank you so much. See you next time. Bye bye.